Alrighty, what's going on, everybody? This is Dorian here, and this is not number 13. This is my Season 2 tips, tricks, and just overall knowledge for just Season 2 and solo queue in general. A lot of people that mostly play ranked, so we will just get going. First thing we're going to talk about is a big important one. We'll start this off. Rage. Well, I'm going to start this game just playing Jungle GP. I won't focus too much on the gameplay and just kind of watch it as it goes. Yeah, but going back to Rage, just try and cut that out, you know. If you've ever watched poker, I'll use this analogy a lot because they use the term a lot in poker because poker's kind of like a game as well too, right? And they have a lot of people that say they go on tilt or something like that. And you kind of want to keep yourself from going off tilt as a poker player to kind of stop yourself from doing even worse. Wow, I just get raped there. When you go on tilt, you lose more money, you start losing pots, and you start doing things that you normally wouldn't do. That's the same thing that happens in League of Legends. When you're raging, you start doing things that you never do, you start overextending, you start trying to get things done that normally shouldn't even have happened. You'll see me raging here a little bit, kind of just throwing what I said right out the window. This guy fucking went and killed my double golems as Alistar bottom, and I just thought that was the most retarded thing I've ever heard of or seen in my life. Next thing we're going to talk about is streams. Don't copy everything you see off streams, just copy like builds from good players and things like that. Anything further than that, you start picking up like personal habits from everybody that you see. The rage is inevitable, it comes with the game. And then after that, you kind of want to work on just like getting good habits. Getting good habits would be like, as a jungler, ganking early, ganking often, and timing the dragon, timing the baron. Once you get really into it, you can start timing your buffs, their buffs. Doing the dragon isn't that hard, it's 6 minutes, and the buffs are, I think, every 4 minutes. But my buddy ends up dying there, and I'm going to stop this for a second. Put this on slower. I remember this part because I'm looking over here. This guy is just about to get away, and I pop my ult and he dies. I thought that was pretty funny when I was playing it. Another good thing to do, listen to some music when you're playing for some solo queue. If you're not duo queuing and you're not going to be talking to your teammates because God knows League of Legends has no fucking voice chat, so throw that right out the window. Listen to some music, man. Listen to some dubstep, listen to some rock, listen to whatever, you know, makes you mellow. Whatever gets you in the zone. We could talk a lot about counterpicking if you wanted to, but I just finished making a counterpicking video as my last one, so if you have any questions on counterpicking, I'll leave a link to the counterpicking video in the comments for this one. Another big thing, you want to squelch, ignore your teammates as often as possible. If they start trolling at all, you're just going to like play into their hands, and it's just going to go all sideways. So just ignore them up straight away. Just do that. You can just click on any one of these little boxes here, or you just type it in if you really want to. And another thing to do, if you're going to be playing ranked games, don't duo queue with friends that suck, first thing. Don't duo queue with people you don't know. If you weren't sure, when you duo queue, you lose more points when you lose, and you win less points when you win. So just to clarify that up, when you duo queue, you'll lose like 16 points, but when you win, you'll only get like 10. So if you duo queue like 10 times in a row, you're like 100 points behind everybody else, more or less, kind of, sort of. Another big thing I want to talk about, and like a lot of people ask me to duo queue all the time, and they always say the same kind of things. They're always like, oh, I don't want to play because I just want to play with somebody I like playing with. Don't be afraid to play. You can't be afraid to get better. I mean, the whole point of games like this is like your skill level compared to that of another person. Top and mid are really huge keys to that, whereas jungle and support are kind of more based around your team. Jungle still has a lot of like solo work that you can do as well too, because sometimes the jungle can make or break a team. Another thing I want to talk about is if you want to duo queue, just find a good group of friends. And I don't mean go outside to the fucking 7-Eleven and try and strike up conversation with random people and ask them if they play League of Legends. That shit probably won't work. What you want to do is you go on the forums, go to Solo Mid, go to CLG, any one of the sites, and just try and find some e-friends, somebody to play with. You know, when you play a game and you start being more passionate about it, you can actually, pardon me, you can actually start to get better at the game. Just by default, from you start to build good habits, you start playing with better people, you start getting better with those people. Go for a little dive here on that guy, cleanse out of it, tank the turret a little bit, let him kill him. And another thing I really want to talk about, these are all written down on a list here, so some of them are important, some of them I remembered later on and wrote down afterwards. You gotta have some sort of strategy going into every single game, no matter what hero you're playing, no matter what lane you're going. You need some sort of strategy before you go in, you know? Don't just wing it every single game. If you've got an aggressive bottom lane like Alistar, Ezreal, you want to focus on being offensive and as proactive as you can be. If you have like a Soraka Vayne lane, you know, you got lots of sustain, but you don't have very much damage. So you might want to play more defensive. These are all things you should take into play. Counterpicking goes with that as well too. You have to have a strategy before you go into the game, no matter what it is. Any kind of strategy. If it's, you know, they have got a certain team, so you have to go certain items. You need to think about that before the game starts. And the reason why you need to think about this is because other good players are doing this. People that are better than you, people that are way higher ELO. These are the things that they're thinking about when they're playing. And this isn't like, oh, the guy's a big fucking nerd because he's thinking about these things. No, it's just, that's what good players do. Good players see the mini-map, they gank, they kill, they're a part of everything. Good players do most things that you need to do to be like a good team player when it comes down to it. And the next thing to talk about, just be aware. And map awareness plays a big key into this, and I don't just mean specifically map awareness. By being aware, I mean look at the fucking map and realize if it's 2v3, you don't go in unless they're all low HP and you're full. If two of you are low and one of you is full and you go into a 3v2 and it's you guys that have the numbers, you have 3 teammates around you, then fine, yeah, that's a good fight. But if you're going